any favorite Tim Burton character, maybe a line of dialogue that sticks with you more than most?
Well, my favorite Tim Burton character is Walter Keane, of course. Other than that, I actually like almost every character in Tim Burton stories because they're all taken seriously. They all have their pressing, urgent conundrum that needs to be solved. They all have a secret. They all have a mystery. They all are real full character of the whole spectrum, and I'm not talking about the bipolar spectrum, the human spectrum, even though bipolar is part of the human spectrum. But anyway, it's really about. I always feel in Tim Burton's stories that he brings up what is suppressed in our subconscious, and we now can confront it and experience it in these wonderful, wonderful stories, and that's what stories should be.
I feel like your character here really achieves that too, because, you know, on the one hand, yeah, some people could call him a villain of sorts, but at the same time, I kind of got what he was going for to a point. He might not have gone about it the best way, but he had somewhat noble intentions.
Well, I agree, and also he probably reached the limit of his capacity at one point, and beyond that, he had a serious problem. Now that is human. That is human, and we're watching a movie like this. We're really, especially called upon to identify and participate. And because that enables us to confront the dark sides in ourselves, and it's really that's really where Tim's mastership comes into play and to its full effect.
Can you tell me a little bit about your prep process for this movie? Because I read that you didn't like to research, but that's what Amy prefers to do. So how do you meld those two processes together?
Well, research is just a word, you know, and because we like to employ pseudo-scientific language these days, we call it research, you know, and it makes it sound like Petri dish and microscope and, you know, sort of taking notes and, or statistics. I do what all actors do, you know, they try to get their imagination going, and anything that does that helps. And of course you sniff around, and you can call it research if you want. What I don't do is meet with people who can either report on what is commonly mistaken for the truth, or the actual people involved, should it be a character drawn after a real person. I think Amy didn't go and visit Margaret for research purposes. She did it as a respectful gesture to kind of be granted license to do what she needed to do for this story.
And now, before we wrap up, of course, I must ask about Bond.
Sure.
Is your character the head of Spectre?
No.
Okay.
No, it's actually more interesting than that.